you started off the podcast saying we've got hardly any problems.
Yeah.
We're both just sniping
Now
at each
that
other.
now the cracks are beginning to show. If she drank random jizz, that is way worse.
So
Could you imagine just like I drink random jizz? Jemima. I don't know.
Jemima.
It's mime time. You ready? Lovely. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 15 of the Voorny Podcast. I realise we haven't recorded, in 2 weeks again?
It's only a week, isn't it? We didn't do one last week.
We didn't do one last week, so this would be, week 2 then? Won't it? Of missing out because we have just been doing work, well, not work stuff, fucking house-related stuff, and I have had no brain power to do anything creative recently. What about you?
What's my excuse?
Yeah, what's your excuse?
I can't set it up without you.
All right then, Jesus. That's all on me then.
Yep.
Thank you. Anyway, we've got, before we kick off the sponsor, they ad this week. This week, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Uval Beast, who are the manufacturers of premium, exclusive, high-end hygiene products for the UK lads market. Can't stop scratching your bollies after your last shag gave you crabs? Tried their Scrot Rot cream to quell the itch. Did your epic shits cause you to develop some itchy little bum friends? Use the YVB Smelly Grapes Starfish Kit and turn those prunes into raisins. Help entice the missus into a lovely dinner at the Nosh Off Calf with Kojak's Rollneck. Kojak's?
Mm-hmm.
Kojak's Rollneck Scented Bell Cream. How many times have you been out with a real high street honey only to lift your arm to get the check and the draft mere passage? What?
Okay. How many times have you been out with a real high street honey only to lift your arm to get the check and the daft mare passes out head first into her starter? Well, with Uval Beast's new deodorant frothing at the gash, you'll never have to have that problem again.
I think you should read these.
All YVB products are made with national pride, and included in every product are top bants, Angel, top bants, a bit of football, half a pint and a cig. YVB products are proudly made in Grimsby, dermatologically tested in Chernobyl, and currently banned everywhere outside of England, so you know they're robust and patriotic. Support the red and white and go to website www.uvalbeasttitsandfootball and use code I believe diversity was an old wooden ship used in the Civil War era. At checkout for a whopping 50% off. And go and get some fanny lads.
I think we should do it that way. I think you should read them out.
I think I should too, because you've been butchering them recently.
I can't. I have dyslexia. I can't read well.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have dyslexia.
Ask the lads. They rip me about it all the time. I can't spell. I can't read very well. I have to really concentrate. Words on a page fuck me up. You know this.
Well, I know that, but I just thought that's because you didn't like doing it, so you just got bored.
No. I find it terribly hard to read.
Oh,
and
I feel
right.
bad now. Sorry, Angel.
How have you been with me for 4 or 5 years and you've not known this?
I honestly just thought you were too lazy to read it properly. That's
I have
genuinely
to
what
concentrate. That's why whenever I look at tutorials, I can't do reading tutorials. I have to watch somebody physically do it in front of my face.
Oh, okay.
I have to, my friend at work, I have to get him to show me physically.
Dyslexia?
No, I just think I have.
Right. Maybe you should actually see if you've got it.
What's the point? I'm 32. I've lasted this long and I'm fine.
But you're trying to do this,
right?
And you're struggling to read something that's fun. Something
Fuck
that you
off. We should watch that video.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's kick it off with that video, actually.
It is a great video.
It's a great video. Oh, do you know what? It's going to be COVID. If I put fuck off, right? Yeah.
While you're searching for it, how have you been, Dave?
Me?
Yeah.
Stressed, mate.
Yeah?
Yep.
Stressed about the house?
Yeah, I don't have any creative... My creative energies and juices have just been literally dipped. Because I just haven't felt like doing anything apart from play games. Other than sort the house out and play games. And we still don't have a moving date yet, and it's really pissing us off. And you could be seeing this podcast within the next month in a new house.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. Well, that's what we're wondering. But we got to get carpet fitters in. We're going to get removal sorted. And because of COVID, there's some issues around. We have to get the keys before everything. But it's just so annoying. Anybody who's thinking about buying a house, I don't know. Some people find it stressful. Some people don't. Our friends Tom and Jenny didn't find it stressful because they had everything pretty much done for them by their lawyers. Like, they didn't really ask a lot of questions, where we kind of like just...
Well, no, they were prepared and knew exactly what to expect.
Well, exactly, yeah.
We weren't, because we don't like doing prepared. Stuff like that. To be honest with you, I think the thing is as soon as anything gets like super serious and, you know, involved, me and you just turn off. And when we actually have to do those things, it becomes stressful because we really, really, really don't like doing it.
I know. Whenever we talk, I think we spoke about this before.
We've spoken about it loads.
Yeah. Where we just don't like serious shit. I think we should be a relationship podcast.
Do you?
Yeah, I think we should.
Do you think people should send us in their relationship problems? I
think we have a really good relationship. There's obviously we're flawed in some areas, but I think it's safe to say, as far as, you know, going out with each other and being with each other, we're pretty compatible.
You're the longest relationship I've ever had, and I still very, very much love you.
I remember Leanne saying...
And I still want to hang out with you, which is unheard of.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, we literally have been locked down together and spent a lot of time in the same room.
Almost constantly.
Normally we spend 8 hours a day in the office, like, away from each other. But we have spent, like, constantly a lot of time with each other, and we haven't... Can you think of an argument we've had? We haven't.
No, we've had disagreements.
Yeah, but I think... You know, you need disagreements.
I can't listen to you. I have to leave the room when you eat your lunch because I can't take it anymore. But I'd say that's probably the only thing.
Yeah. I don't like your paranoia and your anxiety.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim's saying the video's been deleted. I'm trying to get my friend to send me the video that was on about. It's basically an English guy who has his house broken into by the police, and it's all during COVID and lockdown. And I don't know what the reason is for the police breaking into the house, but he absolutely just kicks off and starts filming, tells them to fuck off, and it's proper English and really funny.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, what's some of the things that he says?
Oh.
If it's been deleted, you're going to have to tell him.
I've got the recordings, Anna, but I can't be asked to pull it on me.
No, don't do it yet.
I recorded samples of it and made it into a song, which is still yet to be released. See, this is what I mean. All the creative energy needs to come back soon. I think when I'm in that house and the stress is gone, I can really concentrate.
You got no excuses when we get into the new house.
Well, no.
You've just got to get cracking on all this.
I just don't like. My brain only has a certain capacity for a certain amount of stuff, and as the house stuff started getting more stressful, the capacity went down and down. For, you know, when I didn't have any of this house stuff, when it wasn't on the wire and being sorted, I was massively creative because, you know, I was working from home, so I didn't have a lot of commutes to work, and I was less stressed because I was working from home. Still am working from home.
You still are working from home.
Yeah, but then the house stuff started taking over. And a lot of people have stress when they're buying a house. Dave says it's very stressful, my work friend. But like you said, we weren't prepared. No. What was we talking about, our relationship?
Can't remember.
Where? We don't have many disagreements.
No, we don't have many disagreements.
Not at all.
Many issues, many problems.
No.
Well, that's not true. We do, but we don't deal with the way that we have previously dealt with it in other relationships. We actually talk to each other, communicate what's the problem, and just fix it there and then.
I'll give you an example of what happened last week. Leanne came in and she nagged me to get have you sorted out the moving removals? I was like, yes. Are they insured? I was like, yes. So we need to sort, and you just got on at me, and we instantly got annoyed, and I just let it out. Then I said, look, you're annoying me because you're nagging at me. Just let me do it, and I'll be fine. And then you went, yeah, well, I'm annoyed because I've had a stressful day at work or something. Mm-hmm. And you just want everything to be sorted. And
I
this, that, and the other.
I wanted to get home and not have stress.
And then it instantly fixed the weird problem that we had. I feel like a lot of people would just let that simmer and not say anything. I just got to come out of it like, look, you're nagging me. I'm getting it done. Just please, would you leave me to it? You go, well, I'm nagging you because I've been stressed out at work and I just want everything to be done here. So I'm not stressed here and not stressed at work. I was like, fair enough. And it was fine after that, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think a lot of relationship would let that simmer. I know I have done in the past.
They wouldn't say what's on their mind.
No, you wouldn't.
They wouldn't say what's actually bothering them.
But then again, I bet there's a load of relationships out there that would work.
What, from not communicating?
No, from that I'm trying to say like, oh, our relationship's really good. I'm not saying that. And no one else is this. I'm saying there's probably a lot of relationships out there that are like us as well. Pardon me? But then again, like some people probably don't need to talk about their problems all the time and be constantly upfront with each other.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case.
Yeah, probably.
Might not be good for some people.
No.
Personally, I don't know how the hell that works.
No, neither do I.
I couldn't be with someone who didn't listen to me.
Listen to me. I follow.
Definitely couldn't keep everything in all the time because that's just, well, I've done it before and it doesn't work. Just makes you explode at some point.
I follow this YouTuber called Wheezy Waiter. You know him, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And him and his missus are really. They talk about the relationship and stuff like that, and they look like they're really compatible. And they say they're compatible because of the opposite reasons. Like one likes to get up early in the morning and have a strict like sleeping schedule, so the other one is strict with theirs too because they go to bed at the same times.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that though. We're quite opposite in a lot of things, but we don't take.
Honestly, your sleeping schedule just pisses me off.
Why? It's not that bad at the minute. It's not that bad. I went to bed late last night, but like
sleeping in until 12 or 1 on a weekend is just to me such a waste.
You know what's a waste? Getting drunk on Friday and then spending all day yesterday being hungover.
Absolutely.
Even though you know how drink makes you.
Do you know how you started off the podcast saying we've got hardly any problems?
Yeah.
We're both just sniping at each other.
Now the cracks are beginning to show.
We are both just sniping at each other.
But this is real. This is raw.
Mm.
No, but like we don't. This just is what it is. We both accept that we're human.
Mm.
I don't give a shit. Like, I'm just poking at you because I can.
Yeah. Well, it's my own fault anyway. I need to stop drinking.
Leanne's allergic to alcohol. I think we discussed this.
And it's getting much, much worse.
As she gets older, it gets worse.
Like much, much worse.
You like have bruised skin and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, my whole body like feels like it's bruised. Like I can't even wear a bra or lying on the sofa hurts because my whole body feels like if I just touch it, it's bruised. And it's just horrible. Like the whole experience of having a hangover for me is like next level. I honestly feel like I'm dying when I first wake up, and I don't mean like when you see people in the movies like they're dying. I feel like this is actually the end. My heart's not beating in the right fashion. My brain feels like it's about to shut down.
Shut down.
And everything hurts, and I've got to. I thought I was trying an experiment though. I was trying to see like whether vodka would not do that, but I only had 4 doubles. It's quite a lot, I suppose, but I only had 4 doubles, and I had to spend yesterday like just on the sofa because I could barely move.
I got drunk Friday night, and then I was fine Saturday. That doesn't affect me. I think I have really good genes.
You cock end. That's really irritating, mate. Okay, yeah.
I think I have really good genes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I have good genes?
Probably. Your dad's quite fit and healthy, but...
But what?
Your mum's not.
My mum's
sorry,
not.
Suzanne.
No, my mum hasn't got great genes on her side, I don't think.
But your dad's very healthy.
My dad is. He's still kicking.
Just want to touch it again.
He's my dad's still kicking at like the age of 60. No, he's like 70, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. God, is my dad in his 70s?
Yes, your dad's in his 70s.
70 what? 4?
I have no idea. It's probably something you should know.
Jesus. My dad is old. If I live till I'm like 75, I'll be happy.
Mm.
What age would you like to live? Like, would you say that's a good age to live at?
There's no way of saying it because it depends on my quality of life.
No, but like, if you get to a certain age,
healthy, and still going, then as long as I can go.
Really?
Yeah. If I'm fit, healthy, and able to do things, if I am struggling, then I'd rather not struggle. And I certainly don't want to be a burden on anybody.
Burden?
Yeah.
No, I don't
I've
want
said
anybody...
that to you before. Like, if I start...
don't want anybody wiping up my poo-poo.
No.
No.
And if I start getting to the point where I'm upset because I don't know where I am and I'm just sitting on my sofa, then no thank you. I don't want that.
No.
I don't know if I'm going to get anything like that because it's not in the family.
Yeah, I don't know.
To be fair, most of the people... This is such a morbid podcast.
Who cares?
Right,
You just talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, most of the people in my family have only lived till around about 60, 70. Between 60 and 70. That's as far as we get.
Really?
Super, super healthy, and then all of a sudden hit about 60 and just go, no thanks.
No, thank you. Have you not... So your grandparents, do they not live until...
My granddad died when he was 65.
65?
Yeah, from lung cancer.
Did he smoke?
No, he never smoked in his life.
This is what I mean. Honestly, this is what I mean about smoking and stuff. Like,
but he worked in an office where everybody smoked.
Well, maybe, yeah. But then
it was back in the day.
You hear other stories though of people who've never smoked and not been around smoking, they still die. Like athletes, stuff like that, get lung cancer. Like, I understand that it decrease your chances if you don't smoke or don't drink sugary drinks and this, that, and the other of all certain types of cancer. You do decrease your chances, but like, I just think just fuck it, just do it. And if like it's, I don't know, like again, devastation in moderation.
Yeah. A little of what you fancy does you good.
Does you good.
That's what my nan always used to say to me. Or she actually
used
to
what
sing
you
it
fancy.
to me.
What's the...
It's a song. Little of, I can't remember how it goes. It's like, little of what you fancy does you good.
Is she a Disney cartoon?
No, but she was a very unusual woman.
A little bit of fancy does you good.
Yeah, she used to sing all the time.
Do a little bit of cocaine and a tiny bit of heroin. Everything is fine if you just do it in doses.
Well, that wasn't part of the song.
Little bit of cocaine, a little bit of heroin.
Yeah.
Jab it in, strap it up, and chase the dragon now.
Have a nice time.
Have a nice time.
That's what she used to sing.
Somebody should make a dark Disney
Someone
film
go and
about...
get the crack. I want to put it up my nose. Oh no, I was about to say my bum.
My bum.
I don't want. Yeah.
I think you take crack up your bum.
It was that nan that told me that you had to have a pudding because the sugar in the pudding would burn off the fat from the meal.
I like the sound of this.
Yeah.
Being a sugar fiend.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
That's what she used to say.
I like the sound of that. Do you know what? We should get Softy on a podcast.
Yeah, I know. We keep saying that, but you never invite him.
It's just because everything's last minute. We don't plan. Like yesterday, I went round to see Softy, and we felt like getting levered, and it was just like, 2:00 in the morning, and I sat outside his house in the car because you're allowed to mix households now, but not too many, right?
Yeah, it's kind of the rules. You can have somebody in your house.
What are
just
the
don't
rules
just
now?
don't see like.
Just don't have like 10 of you.
Yeah, just don't have lots of different people in the house at one time, and also try and space it out so you don't see like your parents one day and then your grandparents the next day.
It kind of all hit me how weird it was today when I was in Greg's. Like the woman in front of me had a face, like the woman serving me had a face shield on, like proper close to her face, and I had a mask on, and I felt like we looked at each other, and I felt like we was like, yeah, this is bizarre. It's like, do you want anything else? And I looked at her and went, I thought to myself, fucking hell, this is just it now.
Yeah.
This is life. Yeah. I'm wearing a face mask, and like nobody's saying shit.
No.
Everybody's just doing it, which is great. In our area, I think
it's the new normal.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of, there's a dope face mask done by Rip and Dip, but I can't drop 17 quid on a face mask.
I think it's 18.
£18.
I've already looked at it. I was like, I want that, but
I want it, but we're buying a house, so
almost 20 quid for a face mask.
Yeah.
When you can buy them from £3.50.
I know, but it's not Rip and Dip. Do you reckon it's better quality, or do you reckon they're just?
No, I don't.
It looks better quality.
I think Rip and Dip clothes are really good.
Well, you can tell the high quality.
Like good quality. I think you are paying a little bit for the quality, but you are paying much, much more
above
for the
odds.
label.
Yeah, absolutely. Like with anything. Do you know Vans are on sale at the minute? Like 30 quid and stuff like that. Doug had some pink ones on.
Oh, yes.
He had pink Vans. I was like, those Vans are sick. I'd wear pink shoes. I think I look good in
He's going
pink.
through a little pink phase at the moment, isn't he? He's got his purple pink hoodie.
Doug,
Pink
for anybody who's
shoes.
listening, is our neighbour. He's fantastic. We have great neighbours
We do.
who we will be leaving soon,
Oh, no.
which is kind of sad because we just started like really talking and moving things forward after like because we don't ever want to like intrude on our neighbours.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I never want to like knock on the door all the time and be like, "Yeah, do you fancy coming over?" And all
Well,
this, that,
especially
and the other.
considering we know they don't like that. And also, we don't like that. We wouldn't want someone doing it to us. Like having a Flanders-style neighbour.
Yeah,
Hi,
handly
diddly
doodly.
ho, neighbourino.
I'd want to fucking slap him in the mouth.
Heard you guys having a great time last night. Just wondered if you could keep the noise down a little bit.
That sounds like you.
No, I wasn't like that. I went
Update on
round.
the neighbour situation. We won't disclose her name, but one of them came over and actually wanted to talk it over.
Yeah, they didn't apologise.
No. But
But-
just Leanne, just take it.
I have. But
You
it's
didn't
like
apologise.
I said to them, you know, I've given them the benefit of the doubt a lot of times. So we'll see.
You didn't tell them we're moving.
No.
No, the neighbour came over first of all to us.
Well, the only
To me-
reason they've come over is because they've had like official warning letters. Because I
Well,
made
yeah,
an
but-
official complaint.
Yeah, but they also want to make the. They're just like, look, let's talk about it, which I think was good.
It's very good.
I thought,
And I was very pleased with the conversation, and I thought she behaved very maturely, and I was really impressed.
well, that's good then. She came over first to when Leanne was at work and I was working from home, and I was like, oh, you have to speak to Leanne because I didn't want to put words in Leanne's mouth. And then you went over there. He's gone for about half hour. I thought I was going to have to ring the police and be like, oh my God, has she been kidnapped? Had they kidnapped her? But no, it's a very, it seemed like a very good conversation, bless you. If a little tip, if you're having any problem with your neighbours, just go over and talk to them.
Yeah, please do. If you're having any problems with your neighbours,
I've
please just
I've
talk
noticed
to
ever
them.
since that conversation, you've been so much more relaxed.
Yeah.
So much more relaxed.
That's all that ever needed to happen.
Yep. You stood your ground, horse, and she stood her ground. They stood their ground. But, you know, whatever.
Anyway.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And
We could have worse neighbours
We're all
next
moving
time.
past it now. We've swapped numbers. That was another hilarious thing that really,
Oh, yeah.
really amused me. So
Yeah.
she's she's beautiful. Let's put it that way. She is a beautiful girl, and you know she does like the 21-year-old thing that all 21-year-olds seem to do,
like the.
which is like, you know, the
Yeah, but-
filters on the face, and she's very like and taking the pictures like
Ooh.
ooh, look how pretty I am. And so that was her profile picture.
WhatsApp picture.
For WhatsApp. And what really made me laugh is obviously that came through, and she looks absolutely pristine and beautiful and like perfectly set up photo with lighting and makeup and everything. And my photo for WhatsApp was a French bulldog with a hair turban and a t-shirt that said, I am beauty, I am grace, I will fart right in your face.
Yeah, and it was just a juxtaposition.
Yeah.
But when you
and the
was,
fact that I'm the one that's trying to be like, let's just be mature about this.
but when you was younger, like I've been through your Instagram, and your first Instagram picture is very, yeah. So when we were younger, and I'm the same. I've got younger pictures of me thinking I look cool. Honestly, my old Facebook is fantastic, and I'll never take it down because I just want to be reminded of how much of a gump I was. I used to take pictures. Oh God, I set up a picture. I literally had me and a guitar, and I set up the picture on a timer, so it took a picture of me while I was like, I was just pretending to be on guitar, man.
I've seen it.
And I'm just like looking away from the cat. So imagine if you're watching the video podcast, I'm like this,
It's fantastic.
and I'm looking just outward.
Yeah.
And there's one picture where I took a selfie of myself, and I black and whited the whole photo apart from my eyes and just made them blue, like more blue than they were. And then we didn't have any filters and stuff like that back in those days, but we definitely was when the internet was coming up, I was definitely a bit vain.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're just
And also,
discovering yourself.
Yeah, you're discovering yourself.
And it's going to be exactly the same way for the girls next door, and exactly the same way for all younger teenagers. God knows what the world's going to be like. on the Joe Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan's daughter. She's like 13. She comes up to Joe and says, "Daddy, look at this." Shows her a phone, and he goes, "Who the hell is that?" He goes, "It's me." And he's like, "What the hell?" It's like an older app, like makes you older. It's like she was 21. His Daddy, it's me. Because he's like, "Honey, that's not you. That's not you." He goes, "Yeah, it is me. That's what I did. This is what I look like now." And Joe was like, "I'm so scared."
Yeah.
Like of what the future's going to be, because we just manipulate our faces.
In this podcast that he's worried for his girls.
Mm.
I mean, he really doesn't want them to turn into, like, arse out on the internet girls.
No. I mean, if I had a daughter, or even I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to go down that road, because I don't know. Because I don't have one. Although I will.
I've got to say, I feel like if I had a kid, I wouldn't mind if they were an arse out on the internet girl. I'd be like, all right, well, if people are stupid enough to pay you money just for you to shake your ass on the internet, fine.
Yeah.
But I would be more proud of a daughter.
Make sure it's a little bit closer, ain't you?
I would be more proud of a daughter that used her brain and was intelligent enough to.
You can.
I just would. Who like gave something back to society.
I would argue
I'd
it's
be
kind of
much more
intelligent
proud.
to kind of use the way you look physically to gain monetary value.
No, well,
but also at the same time,
what I'm trying
kind
to
of.
say is someone who gave something back to society.
Okay.
Not just their ass on the internet.
Well, they're giving joy back to certain people.
Oh my god! Did you see that video that I sent you?
Shit myself.
Did you see that video I sent you?
No.
I sent it to you on Instagram on Vice.
My god.
Oh my gosh, she's fucking crazy.
Okay, well, I'll check that out in a bit.
She's crazy. This girl.
Right.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
This girl, she's a bodybuilder, and she drinks semen. She drinks semen.
I saw the preview of it.
She keeps it in a freezer, puts it in a smoothie every morning, and she thinks it's good for the skin, so she started rubbing it on her face.
I bet her boyfriend/husband is like, fucking get it.
Well, this is the weird thing that she said. I started to watch it until I sent it to you guys, like everybody, and she was saying, she was going, I've got a long distance relationship. So he just leaves the pot on the doorstep and then
God.
Rings the doorbell and goes. I was like,
how long distance?
Yeah, that's not long distance. That's just weird. Like, so he comes in a pot.
And then takes it to her house.
Takes it to a doorstep, rings the doorbell, leaves it there, and just
Here's
leaves.
your semen sample.
Yeah.
Here's your delivery of semen that you can drink.
Good morning.
Oh.
It's weird, right? It's weird.
At least she knows where it's coming from.
Well, yeah, I did.
It's like factory farming, isn't it? You don't know where your meat's coming from.
I was like, where's it coming from? Is it just random dudes?
If she drank random jizz, that is way worse.
So
could you imagine just like, I drink random jizz?
It keeps me young.
Ooh.
She rubs it on her face.
Brilliant.
Rubs it on her face.
I bet this fella and anybody. I bet as soon as they that blew up on the internet and became a bit viral, I bet her DMs were flooded. I'll give you some semen, love. You want some semen? Mine's top quality.
Yeah.
Absolutely, just men just ravaging her inbox.
Yeah.
Why? How did this start? Is there a full documentary about it?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to dig a little bit deeper into this to see where it's all come from. But people. Yeah, no.
Hey. Oh God, no! Don't. No. No. We're not going down this road.
Why not?
My mum watches this. No, just stop.
Okay, all right, fine, I'll stop.
Jesus Christ.
I'll stop. I have to remind myself sometimes.
Yeah, that weird.
Suzanne watches this.
Thank God this isn't live.
And she's already disgusted with me.
Oh, mum's opinions definitely changed a few.
Yeah, for sure. And your dad's probably.
Well, no, my dad don't give a shit.
Your dad's pretty.
My dad's very laid back.
Well, no, I don't think your mum doesn't like me. Just
No.
She just doesn't think I'm as nice as I was.
Well, what did she expect?
Hey, so check out that story on a woman drinking.
What would they even search for? Woman drinks jizz?
It's on Vice News.
Of course Vice covered it.
Of course they did.
Sometimes I think Vice just makes shit up.
What, to see how many clicks they can get? See who believes it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
It's like The Onion.
I can see that. Yeah, The Onion.
Is The Onion still going?
Yeah. I used to follow it. I don't know if I still do.
So why does she drink jizz? I don't understand.
She thinks that it stops her from getting... Well, she thinks it stops her from getting colds and flu, and therefore stops her getting the coronavirus.
What's her... Okay, does she have any scientific reasons or facts, or just...
Nope, just that she's been doing it for years.
She likes the taste of it, and she's just trying to justify it. That's all she's doing. She's just trying to justify her being a cum slut.
Fucking hell.
There's a soundbite for you.
It really is, isn't it?
Cancel that. The jokes. Do you know what? My friend has started a podcast, and they have at the start of their podcast, if this offends you, go sniff a fart.
Yeah.
They have this whole segment at the front, and we need one of those for ours.
Yeah, definitely.
We should do it.
They're both really funny.
They are both really funny.
I don't know them. They're Dave's friends.
I don't know how you would search them, because I think it's a new podcast, and I don't know whether they released it outwardly yet. I need to proper look, but the guy is Ollie and Grant, and I can't remember. Olive and Western Podcast. Olive and Western Podcast. If you search that in Google, you probably might find it. But they are two funny lads that I knew one of them, Ollie, who I used to be very good friends with at school. I have a few funny stories about Ollie, and I'm meant to be doing their podcast actually when I go back to Boston to see my friends.
For their podcast.
I don't know. They'll cross over quite well.
Mm.
He was a troubled child, and I like to think I understood him. And I think he got expelled from school eventually. Great artist, always was good at art, and now he's like a really good tattoo artist as well. Check him out, Olive and Western Podcast. They've got a tattoo shop, Olive and Western Tattoo Shop.
I've only seen them sort of on FaceTime when Dave's been talking to him.
Because I helped him set up the podcast and stuff.
And he just reminds me of like a human puppy.
He is kind of puppy-like,
puppy
Ollie is, yeah.
He's just got loads of like real good, nice, positive energy.
He does. He's honestly, he's silly. His humour's like dark, like mine is.
Oh yeah, he's got a wrong sense of humour.
Oh, proper wrong. And it's same with Grant. To be honest, I reckon I'll have a
Grant's
proper funny time.
Seems like a bit more like he's that guy that just doesn't say much, but when he does say something, it's gold.
Yeah, I think if he's around the right people, like Ollie, I bet he comes out like. Again, we're making cum puns. Oh, what we're gonna call this podcast? Gonna be something cum related. Jizz lady.
Drink jizz to stop yourself getting the coronavirus.
Oh, that's just no. I can't put that because then we're just gonna be censored on all YouTube things.
Yeah, but it's true. How about jizz stops you from aging?
Jizz. The word jizz is gonna be cancelled. We live in such a horrible time. We have to like game the system.
Fluids
might be good. Fluids help coronavirus.
Man fluid's good. Man fat.
Oh, what a disgusting way to think about it. Man fat. Oh, that is disgusting, isn't it? We're vile.
Yeah, pretty gross.
I'm actually looking forward to this video when we finish the podcast.
What? Man fat
video.
Yeah, I think we should call it that.
Man fat's a good one actually. Just man fat. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. There's our name.
There you go. You're welcome.
You're fucking welcome. Have a bit of my man fat.
That's actually one of the products for our sponsor, like that they make.
Are you actually going to write one about man fat now?
No. So the one we did today. Remember, it's hygiene products for men.
Oh, okay.
So, but they're branching out into women's face creams, and they've just launched a woman's face cream called Man Fat.
Jesus.
And it's an anti-aging face cream. That's
what that was.
Yeah. So you just get a little bit, you just dab it under your eyes, and it'll.
If you taste it, it tastes a bit salty.
Well, it really depends on the manufacturer that day. Because if the manufacturer's had
manufacturer.
Yes.
Yes.
You.
What else have we been doing recently while we've not been podcasting? We've been playing that card game, haven't we?
Magic the Gathering.
I've
won against you 3 times.
Yeah, Leanne wins every time.
I've got a better deck because I made it myself.
I think she kind of has. I think you kind of have got a better day. Well, we're not going to get into that. People will bore people. They'll turn off by now.
Yeah.
Like, fucking
They already
nerds.
have, Dave. They
What,
already
after
have.
the man fat comments?
Whoever's still sitting here is related to one of us.
What do you mean?
Whoever's listening to this is related to one of us.
You don't know that. We're quite a few plays.
Guaranteed.
We switched podcasting service, and it's way better. We had quite a few plays since I switched. It's got different analytics and stuff.
Okay.
And we're on way more platforms now, just to let you know. Way more platforms. And it's for free. I don't pay for the service.
Cool.
Fantastic. Shout out to... God, I can't remember what the fucking thing is now. It's not Castos anymore. It used to be Castos. But now it's... something that I can't remember. Changed it all over last week, so I don't have to pay. So I'm trying to save money because we're buying a fucking house.
Yeah, if you guys didn't already know, because we
We're
mentioned it about
buying
a
a
million
fucking
times.
house. I'm going to be a house owner. That freaks me out.
A homeowner.
I'm going to be a house owner.
I'm gonna be a house owner.
I'm going to be a house owner. Don't.
I bought a house up.
I tell you what, you don't got an house now, pay rent and mortgage.
You know what is next then, baby?
Oh,
It's not.
you're really putting me off, mate, with that fucking...
You know what is next, baby?
Oh, if you spoke like that, if you just like all of a sudden spoke like that, and then you got your bammy.
What about those people
pop
who
it
have
out.
strokes and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden they wake up and they
They can speak Chinese.
can speak Chinese?
Or
no.
no.
They've got a Chinese
We're
accent.
pulling that up.
They've got a Chinese accent.
We're pulling that up.
Or like a German accent. I wouldn't mind.
Was it coma or stroke?
It might be a coma, actually.
Yeah, if I put in like woman... And this is absolutely taking the piss. Wakes up
I think if
from
I woke
coma, Chinese.
With an Irish accent, I'd be fine. Scottish, fine.
Yeah, so if you want to search this in YouTube, obviously I can't
Actually,
put it
maybe not
up.
Scottish.
But just search a woman wakes up from coma, Chinese, and it's the top one, 2 minutes 15 on YouTube.
Sarah has
I'd be
spent
fine with
most
having a
of her
Chinese
life
accent.
in Plymouth and had
This
the
has gotta be a
accent to
joke.
match until recently.
So, fish and chips. Chips. I said that right?
Yeah.
3.5 years ago, she was rushed into hospital with a migraine, which left her with a voice she didn't recognise.
I have not actually heard my voice in the conversation for nearly 3 years now.
That is not real.
It doesn't look... It looks so...
It's so fake.
Bizarre.
It can't be real. I have not heard myself. It's so
But this
racist.
is BBC.
Yeah, it's BBC.
What, do you reckon the BBC have just got shafted with this? They're like, lol.
Let's carry on.
Her initial response upon hearing how she used to sound from a bank telephone recording
Good afternoon, thank you for calling.
was to long for her old accent to return.
Yeah, I'm not actually ringing about my policy though. I'm ringing for a quote.
Yep, English.
Do you want my policy number?
Normal.
I know it's me, but I feel like I want to say, oh, she make a good speak. She speak a good.
What?
But like that, not me no more.
There's one picture you can see all.
Do you think it's... we assume it's like sounding Chinese. Maybe it's like... Because I feel like now after
when
rewatching
Chinese
this...
people speak English, there is an accent, and the way she's speaking does sound like that accent.
Do you think she used to like take the piss a lot?
Yeah, I do.
So she used to take the piss a lot, and then she got into a coma,
I do.
and then she couldn't stop sounding like that now.
Yeah, I think
because
it's
her brain
100%
got
coma.
rewired
Yeah.
to like sound that way constantly.
She was the one that came up with that song, I Want to Be Ninja.
I want to be ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't show that on the podcast, but yeah, should I show it?
I don't see why you shouldn't. It's
Okay.
terrible.
It's terrible. It's an American woman, like at a...
But there's loads of things like that, though. People waking up from comas and all of a sudden they're like, they can speak a completely different language. Or they've got a different accent. Or... Oh, God. There it is.
She spelled it as well. I want to be Neen. Neen-ja. And
You
she
know,
didn't
she's-
she did this at like a benefit, this woman. I don't know what it was. It was for selling something.
It was in
wasn't it?
Orange. Well, we watched the thing. It was in Orange County for
Orange County.
She sells beds or something.
And she's so privileged, it's unreal. And she is so, because they did at one of our podcasts that we watched, they did an interview with her, and she just didn't get it. Why
She's
it was racist, wasn't racist,
tone deaf.
And she did this at an event in front of everybody, and there was even like a Chinese woman, or was it?
I think so.
There in the back, just looking awkward. Look. I don't think ninjas were Chinese either. I think they were Japanese. Oh yeah, she's trying to sell Murphy beds. Type in "I want to be ninja." Let's just get to the meat of it. Here we go.
Bring it could be anything. I get the phone call. I gotta help them all.
So she's sounding pretty normal right now. She's sounding pretty normal, pretty American. And then you've got the Chinese lady there in the background.
Go girl will save the day. Chow will not get away. It
Chow.
didn't take me long to find the ticking bomb. He took off in my Jeep. That Chow is such a creep.
He loves herself so much.
It's so like, it's just the worst combination.
I want to be ninja.
Oh my god.
I started training hard. I think I could go far. I am a natural. That's matter factual.
I can't. Yeah, just watch I Want to Be Ninja.
No, just she makes me want to vomit into my own mouth. She really is just the fucking worst. What is going on down there? Angel.
Just know me, it's alright, don't worry.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Yeah, it's that video is so racist, it's unreal. Like how it's funny to me. I laugh because it's like I'm laughing at the shock factor of it. I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm like, how
Well, you
can
just
anybody
can't
be tone
believe
deaf?
someone would do that
Yeah.
and not understand how offensive that is.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I would never dream of like doing that. Like, it's just crazy.
Mm.
Is there any other stories you want to talk about? Like Kanye West losing his mind? Slowly losing his mind.
What did he say? Oh, 'cause I don't even know what he said recently. I've given up with America. Given up. It's just one big meme.
One good thing I think though, Ben Shapiro is on the Joe Rogan podcast, and yeah, I'm talking about other podcasts again because this is my life. I listen to podcasts, and he doesn't think Trump's going to get in for another term, which I was worried about. I mean, I don't even fucking live there. Oh, UFOs are a thing.
Yes.
I'm so happy about that. The government started releasing information about... The government started releasing information about they have had unidentified flying objects. They've studied them, and they are a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 2020 is going to get very, very weird.
I'm strapped in, baby. I'm ready to
baby.
go.
We're not done yet. I feel like
ready
something...
to go. If there's aliens and if they're about to show their faces, I am ready. And I want to be there for it. And
Really? You are going to be ready?
I'm ready.
I joke about my friends, but I'm all down for sucking the alien dick. Robots and aliens. I will bow down like a little bitch.
Would you get probed?
Yeah. What am I going to say?
Would
No,
you
I
go
don't
up
fancy
and
that.
volunteer your bum?
I wouldn't volunteer my bum, but if they come into my
Just walk
house...
up, bow, and go, up.
Oh, yeah, wow,
And then just
baby.
Bend over.
Bend over. I'm ready to suck alien and robot dick. Whatever comes first, I'm happy with, you know. If I come first, hey, this whole podcast has been about semen. But anyway.
It's all about
that
baby
jizz.
batter, baby.
Baby batter, the man fat. Yeah, but if they came through the door, semen, through the door, and and if I would be like, yeah, I'm ready to suck that alien, whatever you want, dude. Like, what am I going to do? Say no and fight?
What do you think they want from us? Do you think they want to harvest us?
I was about to say this. That is exactly what I think. Like, I now believe
us or the planet.
I think we were an experiment, aka we're like some kind of farm. Like, and this is what I not believe, but I like think this is the most like logical theory, if you can call it logical in brackets. I think we're farmed. I think we're being farmed. I think we have been for ages. There's like the most compelling stories are from Bob Lazar. And look up Bob Lazar. If you watch the Bob Lazar podcast, it's just incredible. And I can't remember the other dude's name. And basically, these geezers who, investigate UFO sightings and things like that, they have to be convinced. Like, there has to be, like, strong evidence for them to... Because their first thought is to disprove it, and I like that. They go in with a mindset like, look, we don't believe anything, you gotta... And they only talk about the proper facts that are really... They don't go wacky with it. They go just like, look, this is what we have, this is unexplained, we can't explain it. Like, for example, the nuclear launch codes, and these things, or whatever happened, and this is real events, it's been classified, this has been, like, documented. Around the world, we have nuclear weapons, and... There's been documents released where they've been doing some nuclear tests, and all of a sudden, these nuclear, bombs would get armed by something. And they'll go in the code, they'll arm all the bombs, and then they can't shut it down. And they'll arm them to go off, but then at the last minute...
I thought it was the other thing. I thought the bombs were armed... And then all of a sudden they wouldn't be. No,
I think they were doing tests, and then these things or whatever is happening just goes into the computer and arms them, shows that, and then disables them. It's like they're sending a message to say, like, yo, calm down. These are fucking powerful weapons, and you might destroy the planet, aka our harvest farm.
Okay.
I think whatever there is, they know, like, they're here, they're among us. And they've been using us. It's a bit like the Matrix vibe. When you're in your pods.
Elon Musk is one of them.
Yeah, has to be. No, I don't know. But
Mark
I do
Zuckerberg.
think... Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, have you seen that horrific picture of him?
The lizard man.
Have you seen that horrific picture of him on the surfboard?
They're all horrific.
No, the recent one
No.
that everybody's freaking out about.
What, to say that he's actually a lizard man?
They're like, it's so horrifying, it's unreal.
Oh, what does he look like?
He's on like
I
a
really wanna
surfboard
see
with
it.
like white face paint on, because I don't know what it's for. And he's just like, it's so bizarre. Let me fucking get it up. Search for Mark Zuckerberg surfing. But yeah, I think aliens are here.
I'm not sure if they're here, but I mean...
Like the Tic Tac, search for Bob Lazar as well. Bob Lazar, Tic Tac, UFO. Like, and there's
a Netflix documentary about Bob Lazar, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Is it on Netflix?
And also the accounts of the US like Air Force, the accounts of those guys when they're all singing the same hymn.
Yeah, they've all said now.
They've all said now that these crafts exist like out in the ocean.
Yeah, they're not from Earth.
They're not from Earth, and these Tic Tac unidentified flying objects. And again, when we say UFOs, it triggers so many people. They're like, "Fuck off," whatever. But these are like actual classified, like well respected.
It absolutely makes sense that something came down, we found it, and we've been trying to reverse engineer it.
I think that's we're trying to reverse, and it all fits in with Bob Lazar's story. Who he used to work at Area 51, and he has now disclosed information of. And everything he said hasn't been disproven. It's all been pretty much bang on, and now we're starting to see it come out from the government as well. Like these objects they're on about defy gravity. They move, like they zip around.
If you think about the last 100 years, well, more than that, 120 years, how far we've come and how fast.
Oh yeah. Technology is just going to speed up.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Like in the span of our lifetimes, we've seen the introduction of Wi-Fi. We've seen the introduction of like the internet. Everybody globally, Twitter, Facebook, phones,
computers.
And it's just getting faster.
Look at your computer.
VR.
Yeah, VR.
Look at this horrific picture. Google Mark Zuckerberg on a surfboard.
He's a mime. He looks like a mime.
Mark Zuckerberg surfing looks like a horror movie about a mime who terrorises a sleepy beachfront community.
Absolutely watch that film.
Zuck. Yeah,
100% watch that film.
He's an alien, dude.
A mime that terrorises a sleepy beachfront community. A surfing mime that terrorises a beachfront community.
Imagine they're coming in from at night. Like there's a drunk couple, they're all kissing on the shore, and then you hear this like.
Didn't you always do that when you were younger? You'd go to get yourself like a glass of water and do it as fast as you could.
Wait, what?
Because you were shitting yourself. That you'd look outside
and see a mime.
And no, and see a mime just outside the kitchen window.
That mimes are pretty scary, to be fair. Mr. Mime, the Pokemon, is fucking terrifying.
Oh, he's a pedo.
Wow, what a statement!
Mr. Mime is a pedo.
Mr. Mime is a pedo.
Mm-hmm. There
you go. Take that one away. If you take anything away from this podcast, Mr. Mime, the Pokemon, is a pedo.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I used to be shit scared of running. I never used to be scared
there was
as a kid.
Of stuff.
Though.
Well, to be honest with you, when I was little,
You used to run up the stairs faster.
Yeah.
At night.
Yeah.
I kind of
You've
did
seen
that
meme of the chicken, haven't you? When you run upstairs so that the demons don't get you, and it's that chicken zooming around a corner. That was me, 100%.
Really?
Yeah. But then again, my sister used to sometimes try and frighten me by getting my ankles. Do you remember the movie Pet Sematary?
Yeah, I fucking hated that film.
He knelt down, bent down at the edge of the bed, and then the little kid and sawed his ankles.
Jesus.
Sawed the Achilles tendon or something
at the
like
back
that,
of your heels.
At the back of your heel, and then he couldn't walk, and he just had to lay there and get tortured.
That's scary.
So they used to scare me and my sister, so she used to pinch the back of my ankles.
Yeah, that would freak me out.
So that's why I used to leg it up the stairs like a terrorised chicken.
Like a terrorised chicken. I would watch. Yeah, I think you're right. I would watch the film as well about a mime who
100%.
terrorises a beach town.
How does it go? What happens?
Well, it's silent because he can't speak.
Is it black and white?
I don't think it's black and white. It's all like no.
No, I can't imagine it like that. I imagine the music. The music of it is just dark and foreboding, and everybody in it lives a terrible life.
It's like that music from The Shining. I think it want to be like that when he's coming into shore.
Yeah.
That boom, 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 boom.
Or like War of the Worlds. Just
yeah.
like
oh, imagine that. Or a siren goes off. He's coming. He's coming, the mime. And he's just fucking surfing towards like old Richard going. He's not on a surfboard though, he just mimed it out.
He's just holding an invisible surfboard under his arm.
He's here.
Everyone's like, how does he do that?
And I think
but he mimes his weapons as well.
Yeah, but they actually stab.
stab.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
But when somebody the hero tries to gun him down or something, he just puts like an invisible wall in front of himself. He's zooming, he's like dum 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 dum, and he holds and he puts the wall down, and then he grabs a spear and he goes and chucks nothing. He goes, what the fuck is he doing? And then all of a sudden you get hit by an invisible spear.
Invisible nunchucks.
Fucking hell! Netflix, hit me up. Netflix, hit me up. I'm writing it as we speak.
Well, I'm writing it probably, but you'll be.
I think it's going to be called "You've Been Mimed."
You've been mimed.
No, there's a better fucking. We need Tom Kelly in here. He's the ideas guy.
Yeah, he really is. He'd come up with one so fast. What was it? Oh no, I can't say what we were talking about.
Just call it mime. Mime. From the.
So he's a surfing mime.
Yeah.
Who's coming to terrorise a sleepy beachfront community. Yeah. So I'm thinking
with
a play on something like Jaws. Or
just call it mime.
Just mime.
Yeah, and it's just like I can imagine the picture. It's just a half mime face, like half dark. Yeah. It's like blood tears.
Blood tears. He's got blood tears, 100%.
Yeah.
And he mimes his surfboard.
God, I'd watch that.
I'd watch the shit out of that. I'd have a viewing party.
I think we need to call this podcast Mime now. I don't know.
You said when we move into the new house, you get your creative juices flowing. Should we make?
We can't make a full feature film.
We'll make it in Skegness.
Fucking hell, it'll be so shit, but good. What director would you approach?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, Shyamalama Ding Dong.
Quite.
Mime. Coming this summer.
The Coen brothers.
Coming this summer on a beachfront town. Mime. And it's all silent. Oh, he's coming, he's coming. Oh, dun, dun.
That's actually terrifying.
It's, yeah. You look over and it's just him. On an invisible surfboard, he's mimed out.
And he looks exactly like Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
In fact, it is Mark Zuckerberg. He is the mime.
He is Mark Zuckerberg.
Coming this summer, Mark Zuckerberg is
the mime. Jemima. I don't know.
Jemima.
It's mime time.
Oh, fucking hell, yes.
It's mime time. That's his catchphrase.
It's mime time.
It's mime time.
I thought it was silent.
Yeah, I know. I think that's what the hero would say. Holy shit, it's mime time. And everybody has to be in at a certain time, else the mime's going to come. He rolls in exactly at 12 a.m. at night.
Yeah. Fantastic. I'd watch it. I'm in love with in love with the idea.
What about if this was the...
What about if what?
Hold on.
What are you looking for, Angel? Talk us through it, because some people aren't watching us. Dave's Googling something.
This is what the mime comes in on.
On a Wheel of Fortune?
No, this song.
You've just made it not scary and really fucking weird.
He just slowly surfs in on this.
But he doesn't have a surfboard, remember?
No, just floating.
He's miming the surfboard.
This summer. Mime. What? It's mime time. I'm so hot. Right, we're going to end the podcast. But before we do, they managed to dig out the thing. We managed to dig it out.
We do need to go and hash out the ideas of Mime Time.
Okay,
but
Mime Time.
First of all.
So the video that we were on about at the start, we finally found it. This is a guy, and this is just so funny. We'll end on this.
It's just very English.
It's very English, and I love it.
Listen to us. Hello? We've had a call, haven't we? Because we want to come, otherwise
Right.
there might be something going on here, so
Right.
we need to double check.
Is it Yorkshire, right?
Social distancing, so I'm keeping the distance.
Now, fuck off.
Right, so we need to check the room.
No,
What's your
stay
name?
away from me.
What's your name?
Don't matter.
Well,
It don't matter.
What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my
I
house?
have just explained to
What
you.
are you doing in
I've
my
just
house?
explained to you why we're here. We've had a call, there was a disturbance, that's why we're
Like,
here.
what, so you kicked me door in?
Should you have opened the
You-
door?
no.
I've explained that to you.
No, I told you why I wouldn't open the door is because of what is going round this virus.
Right.
Now, fuck off.
Right.
And get
Fuck
out.
off.
Yeah.
One time size.
Look at you. You might have it. Fucking do
One time
it.
size.
Fucking do one. Yeah, I won't play the whole thing, but if you want to see that video, a little preview of that video,
He is Yorkshire,
type
isn't
in
he?
police
He's from
breaks
Yorkshire.
into man's house over suspected social gathering. Is that why they came in? Is that why they broke into his house? Because they suspected a social gathering. I mean, a bit too far. And he's not happy about it, so he gets the camera phone out. Yeah, that would explain why they come in the door. And he goes, look, nothing, I'm not fucking, look.
Fine, everything's all
And he
right.
goes,
Go away. Come on. Get in here, dickhead.
Go away.
Get
Come
in
on.
here, dickhead.
Just check
Go
it.
away.
Have a look,
Come on.
dickhead.
Have a look, dickhead. Look.
Yeah.
Comes in, look.
Yeah. No going on in here, is there? So what you mean putting me door through for?
And they kick his door down. So,
I mean, they really do take it right off the hinges, don't
yeah,
they?
yeah. And he's not happy about it towards the end, but we'll let you see that video. Anyway, thank you for listening to the podcast, guys. It's been nice to do one. We might do another one in about a week or 2 weeks. It depends how we feel. But yeah, we need to get back into the swing of things, and we should be moving soon. So there's going to be a lot going on, but it's been fun to do it. And
Yeah.
remember, Mime Time coming out this summer. You should do a fucking ad for Mime for the next one.
I will do.
Right. Okay, well, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
And remember, subscribe, hit the follow button on all like media platforms, as in
and make sure to dislike
podcast.
it.
No,
And rate
again,
us
she does this
one
all the
star
time. All the time.
on all the reviews.
No, thank you. All right. Anyway, peace out. Love you. Bye.
Bye, guys.